The art of being a slave is to rule one's master, meaning being a slave actually can also be an art and a form of intelligence, wisdom, character, knowledge that rarely anybody knows, recognizes, identifies, because obviously all people or everyone is going to generally believe and assume that they never want to become slaves to anybody at all, that slavery is bad, unfair, unjustifiable, and unacceptable under all circumstances and situations. And it's not just about politics, but also in the different branches and apparatuses of power, such as police, army, and many other servants, as professors, civil servants, and other workers. Everyone is basically a slave to the system that has been created by us, or that themselves have created in one way or another, because the fundamental problem and paradox with power is that it does not just elevate us, it imprisons us, enslaves us also in ways we cannot even recognize, understand, and begin to imagine. And that can be considered to be the tragedy of power. The moment we seek, desire, lust, power, the moment we are in the process of acquiring it, we are also becoming enslaved by it and subjugated by it in innumerable, uncountable ways that we can neither recognize nor identify within ourselves, but that is always there. So obviously being a slave can be considered to be an art and a very rare form of intelligence, character, knowledge, wisdom that few men have mastered in the world. Now, whoever is a slave also has the ability to control, navigate his master, and also control emotionally his mind. And the slave also is always able to exploit and manipulate his master's weaknesses, shortcomings, deficiencies, and vulnerabilities that only he knows in one way or another. So obviously being a slave is also an art, the art of ruling, controlling, governing the master's mind, actions, behaviors, and also exploiting and manipulating his weaknesses, shortcomings, insecurities, deficiencies, etc. We all believe we are not slaves, but ultimately we are slaves, not only to our own desires, lusts, wants for success, money, possession, fame all the time, but also to the system that we have created and we have paved the way for. We are also always enslaved, subjugated, and dominated by the very system we support and vote for every step of the way, such as politics. So everybody working for the politics is also a slave, because they are